Alright guys, and welcome back. In today's video I have a 2012 Dodge Avenger with an airbag light that's on. Now, the customer contacted me because he wanted a remote starter installed, which I completed, and then he wanted me to also check out a airbag light. Now, the airbag light was on when he sold the car, and the customer wanted to get it fixed. So, from what I could tell, they tried to erase the code and they weren't able to erase the code. So with that being said, we're going to hook up my scan tool and we're going to take and see what's going on with it. We are going to go to scan. We are going to go to Dodge. We're going to go to a 2012. Automatic ID. And OK. Now we're going to come down to airbag module. Tell us when you turn on the key. Now we're into the airbag module. Now I only want to see what my codes are. And as you can see, I have a U0019 CAN bus stored, B2208 battery voltage low stored, and B2208 occupant restraint controller internal 2. So the two up here I'm not too worried about. It's this one right here that I am actually worried about. And the reason I am worried about that one is because if you actually come to try and clear the codes, the car is not running. I'll show you guys that too. My RPMs are at 0 and the car is not running. Now when I go to clear my codes, this is what happens. Are you sure? Yes. Now, in order to erase the airbag codes, your engine has to be off. My engine is off; it is not running, as I showed you right here. And the airbag module is telling me that my engine is running. So what this is telling me is that there's probably an internal short into the airbag module that is keeping it alive, from what I could tell. Now we're gonna exit this. And we're going to go into data. Now I'm not worried about a power or ground or anything for this module, and the only reason I say that is because I am actually able to communicate with it and I can actually get into the data. Now if I wasn't able to get into the data, but I was able to communicate with the module, then I would go more towards grounds and powers. But for this, I'm not too worried about that at all. I'm actually worried about the module itself. So with that being said, we're gonna check right here. As you can see, I got 12 volts going in from my battery. Ignition voltage, my system voltage is at battery voltage. And if you see here, passenger airbag disabled. The lamp is off. If I actually try and activate that by sitting somebody into it, it does not change. So that's telling me that the module is not reading what's happening with the occupant detection system either. Now, if I come down here, where is it? Oh, I passed it. Looking for seatbelt. There. If we come to the driver seatbelt switch status, now I'm going to take my seatbelt and it's off, and it should be off because it's not available. Now when I take this and I plug it into here, that should change. And as you can tell, There's absolutely no change. So that's telling me that the module isn't able to take in data at all. Now there are some checks that I can do, but I'm actually going to have my client order up a module just to have on hand. I'm not going to install the module right away because I have to remove a bunch of components for the dash in order to actually change the module. So before doing that, I'm going to show you guys on my phone. Sorry about that, but I don't have my laptop with me. So if I come down onto my phone, I'll show you guys right now. Okay, you got engine control, run start, and ignition are pre. Just gonna follow the wires, and those are gonna be my two 12-volt wires. Now these wires, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm not too worried about my powers and grounds because I'm actually able to communicate with the module. Like, see, this one's on the right kick panel, and my powers run from my tip-em all the way down to my airbag module. Now, and I'm not too worried about the communication going in as much either, because if you see here's my CAN bus positive, my CAN bus negative, I'm actually able to bring up my data. So that tells me that my CAN signals are actually reaching it and are working properly. Now what's happening is what's coming out. And in order to test that, I want to take and actually just have the module on hand, because 99% of the time, when you have an internal error code, it's actually going to end up being the module, because these airbag modules are well monitored. So if you got an internal error code, 99% of the time, you are going to have a bad module. Now, if you're not able to communicate with a module, then I would go more towards power and grounds first, and then if all your power and grounds are there and there's still no communication available with the module, check your CAN bus systems, your CAN bus lines. Then if you have no communication from your CAN bus lines, then condemn the module. But since I'm actually able to communicate, I'm going to more worried about the inputs than the outputs. And not from the CAN bus system, because I'm actually able to read, but what I mean by input is like from my seatbelt. I should have an input when I plug in my seatbelt into the latch, and I don't have anything. So that's telling me that I have an input issue with the module. It's not able to receive an input from a component. So with that being said, oh, actually, before I leave, I just want to actually show you guys that the airbag light is actually on. I'm going to start the car. You're going to see it's going to go out. Well, it should go out. We'll see. No, it won't go out. I'm into the module. That's true. So, let's redo that. So as you can see, the airbag light goes out and then it comes back on. Now it goes out because it's running its check, and it comes back on because the checks did not pass. So just keep that in mind. So now with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys be, and when I actually get to repair, if the customer wants to go ahead with the repair, I'll be getting back to you guys and show you guys how the repair goes. So have a good day.